telling the story of the biography of Chatham Christian School, 1957 to 2017, written and illustrated by Grade 2-3.
This book is the result of months of learning and creating by the Grade 2-3 class of 2017. It has been my pleasure to watch them interview people, learn, discuss, create, edit, revise, and finalize their work. They have put an incredible amount of time and effort into this book, and I am proud of the work that they have done. Enjoy a glimpse into Chatham Christian's first 60 years from the perspective of these children.
A little minion runs to a library in a minion factory. He finds a new book on display about Chatham Christian School. He takes it off display and starts to read. 60 years ago, people wanted to start a Christian school so their kids could get smarter and learn more about our holy God. They started our school with 3 teachers. The names were Betty, Hank, and John. John was the principal. There were 2 playgrounds. There was a small playground and a big playground. Some kids liked the playground, but some kids wanted a new playground. This school is getting very old. There are cracks in the walls. The hallways were narrow. The classrooms were crowded. The teachers were very busy with the students. The students were crowding the classrooms. Since the school building was too old, they decided to build a brand new school with more rooms that are big for the happy students and the wonderful staffs. Many volunteers and construction companies built the school. It took 1 whole year to build the very big school. There were about 300 or more students in the school. The happy students learned about math and social studies. Happy teachers helped the students learn about Jesus. Yay, the building was finished and lots of kids moved into the school. There were colorful classrooms, computers, and more. Everybody loved the school. It was new and it smelled amazing. Finally, there was a lot of students. So many teachers came from all over the place. It was crazy. The kids loved learning what the teachers had to say to them, whether it was about God, math, science, recess, or behaving. When the report cards came out, the parents were very happy with what their kids were learning. A very happy world occurred in the school from then on. CCS was as tiny as a house in 1957. More and more people were signing up, so they teamed up with 2 more companies and it took them a year to make. The other school was full, and then on September 7th, 1999, the new school was open. They had grades K to 12, and then in 2013, they had iPads and laptops and everything you could ever want in a school. 2000 was right around the corner, and the school was going to have its first birthday. The students loved the school and learned more and more every day. By the late 80s, computers were hooked up by the elementary school. The high school hooked up the internet in the year 1996. Before we had photocopiers, we had a ditto machine. So you drew what you wanted to copy and clipped it in. You turned a handle for as many times for as many papers as you wanted. At the beginning of the school, there was no wood or small engine shop because the school was too small and old. When they built the new school, the wood and small engine shop was only a normal classroom. After a couple of years, they made it into a wood and small engine shop. There were a couple of tools too, like a handsaw, a rotor, a table saw. There were also a couple of teachers like Mr. Mack, Mr. Anjum, and Mr. McInerney, and Mr. Ravenberg. The teachers of CCS wanted to have white, gray, yellow, and orange classrooms and many other colors for the kids to enjoy and have fun at school.
If there was one playground, it would be hard to play in it, so that's why there should be a big playground and a little playground. The JKs and the SK classes could play on the itty-bitty playground. The grade 1s, 2s, 3s, and 2-3s, and the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 classes could play on the big shiny playground.
On Sunday, students buy hot dogs to raise money for people like Bethlehem. We sponsor her through compassion. She lives on the plain of Awassa in Ethiopia. We help with her money, school supplies, and her money.
CCS is important because the Holy Spirit is with the students in CCS and the students learn about our holy God.
Little Minion closed the book and said, "This is the end of CCS's interesting story." The little minion put the book on shelf. Then he went home. The end.